Welcome to the Fasting Podcast featuring wellness and optimal weight. Wow, our favorite word. Join our co-hosts, Julie Phillips, myself, and the amazing Kimberly Jansen, both certified natural health professionals for combined experience of 4 decades. In the weekly episodes, you'll discover simplified approaches, little-known facts, insights from the wellness coach perspective, valuable tips, and amazing wellness tools and technologies. Now on to the show. This is episode 6, Hydration Solutions with H2 and Purity. And Kimberly is going to talk to us about H2 versus H2O, a common confusion.
Okay, so I am sure everyone has heard of H2O, the water molecule. Let's define that. The water molecule actually has one large oxygen atom and two separate hydrogen atoms attached to the oxygen atom. Now H2, molecular hydrogen, are two separate hydrogen atoms bound to each other. This is referred to as diatomic hydrogen. Now, the molecular hydrogen is actually a gas. Believe it or not, it will help improve over 170 human diseases. Everything from diabetes, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, cancer, dementia, osteoporosis, hypertension, and of course, chronic inflammation. If you want more details on molecular hydrogen, please refer to episode 5, Molecular Hydrogen H2. Julie, will you enlighten us on the major causes of premature aging?
That episode 5, if you haven't seen it, it will talk in more detail about these 4 major causes of premature aging. And the good news is pure H2 water with the solutions we're going to talk about in this episode actually help with all 4 causes: dehydration, toxicity, free radical damage, or oxidative stress. And the good news is that H2, as explained in episode 5, is a selective antioxidant. It doesn't neutralize all free radicals, only the harmful ones, not the useful ones, in creating water in the process. And inflammation, the silent killer. Kim is going to talk to us now about different options we can look at for drinking water solutions. And she'll do it in regard to how much, whether or not they produce H2, the purity, and mineral angle.
Okay, so we have low-end faucets that will attach to your main water source. We have filtered bottles, pitchers, and of course, countertop units. Now, things to actually compare are toxins and how much they actually remove, the filtration options themselves, and if there is mineral retention, also if there would be any molecular hydrogen, any H2. With most of the sources I just mentioned, there will be no molecular hydrogen. Reverse osmosis is another possible water solution. Even though it is well filtered, there is no molecular hydrogen and usually no minerals. We also have ionizers. Now, there are some excellent filtration systems out there that will maintain beneficial minerals. They'll offer H2, but let me tell you, they are not all created equally. Julie, can you offer some comparisons of the various water systems we have available?
Well, it's interesting that in my 2-decade wellness career, for many years, I was unable or unwilling to endorse a drinking water solution. There's so much misinformation out there and misleading information where people are stating things as facts when there turns out something that they're promoting as outstanding can actually be a health risk, like forcing a certain pH of a drinking water. So an ionizer machine, which is our preferred approach, we have a special one that we really like a lot, is different than many of them out there. So this is let the buyer beware. When you look at ionizers, many times they will give you a choice. I would like to drink a really high alkaline pH water today. That's an acid alkaline level. On a 0 to 14 scale, with 7 being in the middle, maybe today I might choose 9.5 or 10 or even higher. And that is the wrong approach, not backed by science. And often the machines are putting substances into your water to get it to the pH you asked for. And if you drink extreme high alkaline pH water for a long time, it can actually cause health risks like depletion of your potassium. And if you do a search online for the word alkalosis, that's a little scary. So we don't want to be extreme alkaline or extreme acidic. So we love the neutral pH approach that doesn't change the pH. The machine we like is focused on creating and dissolving H2 in the pure water. Total different ball game than if you're just focusing on the high pH angle, which can actually interfere with digestion as well. So remember, H2 is a gas, so you need to have a machine that's focusing on purity and creating and dissolving the right amount of H2 into your pure water. Also, another challenge is that many machines don't warn you ahead of time, but it turns out that they actually have an anode and cathode where in very rapid order, it can be as little as 2 days to 2 weeks, you can have scaling such as calcium on the cathode that builds up, and now your chances of producing significant H2 can be a negligible number. We love that our preferred ionizer is guaranteed scale-free in both the electrolysis and the membrane chambers. Kim's going to talk to us about filtration in just a couple of minutes, and this is head and shoulders above any of the other ionizers that we've ever looked at before. And many machines that you'll get as a possible drinking water solution are eliminating beneficial minerals, and we like that our preferred approach retains the beneficial minerals. So even if you are currently using something that filters well but doesn't do minerals, we're going to show you later there is a solution for that. In many ionizers, you have to go find your own installer and faucet, and we like our preferred approach has free installation in a faucet if you decide to put it under sink and not take up counter space. And finally, we have really seen little or no extras in ionizing machines, and we love that our preferred approach actually has a beneficial energy option. For example, today, someone in my household can say, add energy to my water for allergies and add sleep so that I can sleep better at night, or even there's topics like parasites and such. So this is brilliant because water is a great conductor of energy and we are energetic. So Kim's going to elaborate on the robustness of our preferred filter.
Well, most filters actually have 1 to 2 stages. That's the norm. We call ours robust because it is actually 9 stages of filtering. So this complex 9-stage filtering process will remove pesticides, chlorine, bacteria, glyphosates, which is associated with Roundup and very much in the news these days, also viruses and radiation. In addition, 99% of soluble metals is also removed. Mercury, lead, nickel, copper, things that really you don't want in your water sources. With all this being removed, an amazing bit of technology is the fact minerals are retained. You have to enjoy and appreciate the fact that the minerals will stay in your water, which is what we're going to need in order to build our bodies even more. If you're doing a comparison, remember, a key filtration process portion is KDF 55. Ensure that you check that out when you're comparing apples to apples. On episode 4, we have water purity and fasting. It will give even more details on this particular process and on water purification. At our website, the Fasting Podcast Wow, you will find all of the actual tools and water systems that we endorse, so definitely check us out there. Julie, some people are saying, wow, I use bottled water because it's so inexpensive. Can you do a price comparison for us on water systems versus bottled water?
That was quite the wake-up call. And if you have not seen episode 3 on plastic bottled water is not for fasting. It is very valuable, so you might want to view that one. But it turns out that that very toxic plastic bottled water is much more expensive, even with the inexpensive ones. By the gallon, they can range from $1.59 as an example, all the way up to over $8. And in this comparison from 4 years ago, it even included home delivery, things like Aquafina, the high dollar ones like Fiji. So not just by the gallon, but when you take that over a year or 15 years and you consider a family of 4 drinking the right amount of water, may only have to change that 9-stage filter once a year. Ionizers can be beautiful, pure H2 water with good minerals, and you can even finance it less than $30 a month. So remember, pure H2 water is helping with those 4 major causes of premature aging. And we found a portable water filtration system, which even if we have a great machine in our home, we can carry water with us around town or going to work. We can take it on a trip. And what we found is a phenomenal bottled water. It's not plastic bottled water. It's a very heavy duty, sturdy, portable water with BPA-free, BPS-free, EA-free, and other bisphenols. But now this one has a 2-part filtration system that filters out biological, chemical, and emerging contaminants. And as an example, removes over 99.9999% of bacteria. So this is very different than plastic bottled water where it's made by filling heated plastic. This one, you're taking good tap water, putting it in here and carrying it with you, and it's not going to deplete your beneficial minerals. So remember, toxins are hiding in our fat cells from our first episode. So as we are learning to eat natural and drink pure water, we definitely want to, most of the time we're drinking water, omit the toxic intake. So now Kim's going to tell us about options of what you can do if you're dealing with water that may be pure, may be lacking H2, may be lacking minerals.
One of our other Health and Wealth Lifeboat Group companies has brilliantly offered to us capsules, which not only have 74 ionic minerals along with calcium and magnesium, but also H2. It also has the molecular hydrogen. These ionic minerals are in the same proportions as those found in our human blood plasma. Additionally, the ionic minerals are critical energy conductors, and they definitely help with balancing the pH of the body. Vitamin C has been added to neutralize any chlorine in the water. And we want you to know, again, these capsules contain molecular hydrogen, ionic minerals, and calcium magnesium. A second option is a powder sachet that is similar to a tea bag. You place this sachet into your water source, and now you will remineralize with 74 ionic minerals plus the calcium and magnesium. This is an excellent resource for distilled or reverse osmosis water. So remember, we are free to make choices, but not free to choose consequences, i.e. your health, family, business, and the health of the environment. It's time to improve your water situation for yourself, your family, and your workplace. You now have the tools to do that. Our next episode is episode 7, Insightful Tips on Fasting. This concludes today's episode. So possible next steps would be to catch up on any previous episodes you've missed, refer us to others if you've enjoyed what you've heard, and of course, check out our website, www.thefastingpodcastwow.com. You can also watch our wellness and optimal weight video, our WOW video, at www.lifeboatdoctors.com. For all you podcasters, please leave us a 5-star on iTunes, and YouTubers, like this video and subscribe. Remember to stay positive, focused, and determined, because where the mind goes, energy flows.